So hello everybody, and thank you for joining us for today Ask the Chapter. I am Nefeli, the Education and Mentorship Manager in the Greece chapter, and I have here today with me Aniko, the Chapter Manager of the United Kingdom chapter. So Aniko, would you like to start by telling us a little bit more about yourself and your career path? What kind of brought you to Women in Localization, and how did you, end up being the chapter manager of this chapter?
Yes, so hi everyone. I'm Aniko. Originally, I'm from Hungary, and I've been living in the UK for 15 years nearly. And I started out in the industry full time about 13 years ago. Before that, I studied linguistics and translation, so I was always focused on languages. And I got involved with women in localization shortly after I went freelance. Because I thought it would be nice to be like meet new people. I also did some kind of social media tasks in my previous job at the company where I used to work at, and this was the first position that I took on at Women Localization. Yeah, this is how I got involved, and that was in 2021.
That sounds great. Thank you. Would you like to tell us something more about your chapter? For example, the events and the initiatives that you've kind of undertaken, or your membership more generally? What kind of background do they usually come from? What kind of things are they interested in? And if you have any collaboration maybe with other chapters in your region or across regions, and the things that you collaborate on.
Yes, certainly. So I think our chapter is the biggest. We have over 1,200 members, and you can imagine that it's quite a diverse community. So we have lots of freelancers from the industry, but we also have project managers, people on the buyer side, from agencies, more senior roles. So it's really a mixture of all kinds of members that we have. And I think this is what is so great about our chapter, is that basically when we have any networking events, people can make new connections, they can exchange ideas, they can learn about how maybe the same things are done in another company. So I would say that our members are really diverse in terms of where they are in their career or what path they are taking. And this year is actually really special for a chapter because we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. So we have some big plans for that in terms of the events and what we are doing this year. Yeah.
That is brilliant to hear. And it's very true, actually, because when I was living in London, I used to be part of the UK chapter, of course, before moving back here. So it's very true that, there's exchange and mobility in the chapters. And I find that they can also work as a way of kind of integrating more easily in a new country. For example, if you're relocating for work or studies or what have you, it's a really good kind of community to be part of, and then you can also move around within it as you move through different countries potentially in the world.
Yeah, certainly. So we are the UK chapter, but we have so many different nationalities and cultures and people from different backgrounds. So just in our management team as well, we have Italian, Spanish, Hungarian, and I think we actually only have one person who's originally from the UK. We have an American lady in our the management team. So yeah, so it's kind of a reflection of how our members are as well.
Yes, exactly. And you would expect from somewhere like the United Kingdom, somewhere like London, to be even more diverse than most chapters, for sure. Okay, can you share some of the initiatives that you're planning for celebrating the 10-year anniversary? Happy anniversary, by the way. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
important milestone. Or do you want to kind of keep them under wraps?
Well, we are really in the early stages of talking about our ideas. So last year we kind of had a funny year in a sense because normally we would aim for having 4 events per year. But last year we had 8 in total with collaboration. We have a local partner, ATC, and we had a couple of events with them. We had online events, we had in-person events. We even tried the hybrid format as well. And so it was a really, really busy year. So this year we decided that we would slow down a bit and focus on 2 events. One will be the big celebration event later during the year. If I'm not mistaken, the chapter was started in December. So we have some time to catch up in the 10th year. And then we are planning another event in possibly March. Again, it's very early stages. Um, and I don't really want to jinx anything, so because it would be great to collaborate with another chapter, but um, even if it doesn't happen, because there are different schedules for everyone, different time zones. We will still have our event in springtime and one later during the year.
Okay, fantastic. We'll stay tuned. Once you
Certainly.
do them, make sure to cover them. So, since you've been the chapter manager for the United Kingdom, what would you say is the thing that you're the most proud of, or something that has been really remarkable for you?
Um, I couldn't name just one thing. Um, so obviously, I'm very proud of our team, or management team. We have a really great group of professionals who dedicate their time, their free time, to bring these events and everything else that we do as the UK chapter to our members. So I'm really proud of our team. Everyone knows what they have to do or they should be doing, or like they bring new ideas. So that's one thing. I'm really proud that we are a really well organized team. And the other thing is, it's kind of like the feeling that you get after a successful event when you get the positive feedback from members that it really gave them some new ideas, they learned something new, they met someone interesting. So I think these 2 things would be what I would highlight.
Yes, absolutely. It's not easy, with everyone's busy careers and personal lives, and doing this on top as volunteering to, keep the momentum and the engagement going. And indeed, creating insightful events is really quite rewarding, isn't it?
Yes.
Um, so going into the new year, into 2024, what are you the most excited about? What are about the UK chapter, but the organization globally at large, maybe even too?
Um, I would say certainly this celebration of the 10th anniversary is something really special, I think, because it just shows that as a women localization itself was 15 years old last year. This year we are 10, so it's basically here to stay. We are here to stay. We continue doing the work that we do. Um, and yeah, so this continuous work and the continuous growth, this is what I would say I'm most excited about.
Fantastic. Okay. And then I think these are all the questions that I kind of had in mind for you. But is there anything more that you want to add? Or, if we think that this will be hopefully viewed by quite a few members of Women on Localization globally, something that you would like to tell them, if you could?
I think what's so great about having a global organization with the different chapters is that even if you are based in a country, you can still attend the other countries' chapters events. So, for example, even if you think about like in-person events, if you're visiting another country, I think it's great to keep an eye out for events in that country, women localization events in that country, and maybe sign up for them and see what's happening elsewhere. But with the online events, it's so much easier just to sign up. It takes a few clicks and you can attend events from a different country. So I would say don't just focus on your chapter if you are a member of a chapter, but look around and see what else is out there.
Yes, absolutely. So women in localization tourism.
Yes. Maybe a new initiative.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. We'll put our heads together for this one. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, Aniko.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk to you.